75. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That takes us from second to third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Working out of the gun. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see it win.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
On the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
To kick off for Detroit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Bears first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Block now on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Chicago.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now a run with Geis. Breaks. And all the way to the 2.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me top. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Might have had one of the...
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Gary and...
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And they'll give Miller another crack. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flag's flying. And this one could be coming back.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will make it into the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Makes the score Bears.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now here's a carry heading left. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Detroit! Big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He was tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Now Rock, he lost the football. It's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the gun, Locke. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. 3 yards to the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
24-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Bears 14, Lions 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll air this one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Anderson, 88 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They fake the handoff, now Lock. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Lock. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop. This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
To kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose ball.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a handoff looking right. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. throw. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Throwing again. Block. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The ball carrier.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
This one to about the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Miller. This one across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it with Miller on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Double team, and it's intercepted. It's a fumble, and I think they are going to get this one back. That would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. To throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Touchdown, Detroit. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Block working out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Lions 35, Bears 14.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2, Lock's going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Miller. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT in the last drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, block. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And they'll go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carried by
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, it's Miller. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Lions.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a sack, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a sack, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shaking back, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like who? I done up the standards like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life